I think the most critical issue are the anti-business, anti-jobs, both rhetoric and policy coming out of Washington, D.C., which covers economy, jobs, regulations, et cetera, et cetera.
Wait, anything in particular?
Go with a long list. Healthcare being a major, the healthcare bill being a major cost on business and an inhibitor to job growth.
Lack of confidence, just lack of confidence because of all of the uncertainty. And again, Washington is contributing a lot to that with the uncertainty.
Now, that's you can't get in the tax laws, you can't get any definition of where we're going with it. And so you get these mixed signals, and you have one political party to get something one day, and then 2 weeks later they're now saying, well, maybe so. And so we just don't have any consistent thing we can plan on anymore.
We've been in business since '97. We've always come out of every year with more employees than we had the year before. That won't happen this year. It's not because we don't need more people, it's because we're afraid to hire more people because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know where we're headed. We don't know how they're going to change the rules.
The uncertainty, because the regulations have not been written. The laws are out there, but the regulation and the interpretation's not. So the uncertainty to what we're going to have to deal with is what's hampering a lot of what we have today.
We could ask our legislature to get the state business in order. While I work at a private university, we don't get state funds. I think it's pretty easy to see that there are some things we can do when times are difficult that would make us more efficient. We all know that the public employees retirement system is drastically underfunded, and it's an effort that's going to be undertaken this year to try to determine, but you either have to decrease the size of the pool or keep it from getting any larger or think of some way to fund it over time. It's not going to be a problem that's going to be solved in 1 year, but you've got to start.
You considered Oklahoma as a nation, we would rank 42nd if we were comparing ourselves to the rest of the world. And it, we just cannot continue to look at Oklahoma and look at what's happening in terms of incarceration rates, unemployment rates, people who don't have health insurance, poverty rates. All of those take enormous state resources.
Uneducated parents and the whole social part of it. We have kids going to school hungry and malnourished, and so are they ready to learn in the way they need to be?
But you can go to poor places around the world that make our poorest areas look rich, and find they're on dirt floors, they're teaching kids how to learn, and the kids are learning. I really think, Mary, that's a convenient excuse that people use, but how come they're able to be in India and Nepal and Nigeria and very pathetically poor countries around the world? They're teaching kids how to read, and not read in their native language, but in English.
I don't know enough about the education interplays to really understand that, but it's just something that bothers me.
Well, we've taken some important steps, Bob.
Some of those issues there.
It's the very restrictive work rules that we have in public education on what teachers can do and not do.
But a lot of times they bring that on themselves because, with their union and their backing, they're really looking out for. Sometimes I feel like they're looking out for themselves more than they are children. And that, I'm sorry to be.
Unlike politicians.
Many from Dallas, Houston, Kansas City that are at OCU and OU and OSU, this is on the short list now. And it used to be, how quick could I get out of town? And not only that, there really wasn't much to offer, but everyone around this table are the reasons why we have the talent that's not only coming here, they're staying here. And once they get here, if they haven't lived here before, they don't want to go anywhere else.